Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Figuring Out podcast. This is now episode 5. It's now December. We are out of
New
November, and this new month brings with us a new friend.
Yay.
It's our friend Sam.
New to the podcast.
I wouldn't say friend. They hate me.
Shut up, Sam. I hate you.
This is
No,
the
wait,
Sam we've talked
Do
about.
your intro.
Do my intro? Okay, wait. What am I saying? What am I?
okay,
Name,
so what do you want?
age.
Don't say your name.
hobbies.
We did that the first episode
I
where I
guess we already
introduced y'all and then
introduced
asked for your name, so don't say your name. Just do what you're doing in school, your current occupation, and
Hobbies.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
You
get
could do
like what you're
hobbies.
interested in.
Don't say what school you go to.
Okay.
We'll
So,
worry about
so
that another
I
time.
am going to a 4-year college, and I'm studying communications, and I'm going to minor in marketing. Current occupation.
Student.
Love a
Uh,
good communications major.
Whoa, I talk a
Broke.
lot. That's crazy.
Broke
yeah,
college student.
current occupation is being broke.
No,
Uh,
broke
no,
college
no.
student.
That too, but my current occupation is being broke.
It's
Ow.
just straight up being broke.
That is my occupation.
You
gets
can
paid.
relate down on the end there.
Shut up.
No, you can. You've been broke a lot longer than all of us.
Yeah, but I don't have an
That's fair.
excuse for it other than poor spending habits.
That's
And
a
poor
terrible
saving
excuse.
habits.
Terrible excuse.
I know, that's what I was saying. I don't have an excuse
And
other
then
than that.
interests and hobbies. I'm a really big movie person.
Yes.
Huge
very.
movie person.
Yeah, film.
He
TV,
coulda helped
In
me up.
the-
Or
Yeah,
helped me
dude.
up. He
Oh
coulda-
my! I'm so disappointed in you. That was the complete wrong movie. You were
at
thinking of
least you-
everything wrong in that second episode.
Hey, at least he listened. I'm
Hey,
pretty proud of that.
the second
I
episode,
was so disappointed in you.
I know.
the
I'm
second
sorry.
episode was a mess, and
It
we're
was
not going to
totally
talk
a
about
mess.
it.
I'm like, why are they talking about films
We
without
were-
me there?
Yeah.
Like,
We were figuring it
Forget
out.
Alex-
about
Alex
it.
was
Forget
the-
about
nice
it.
I
and
kind of
Alex.
brought you up. I brought you up.
Yeah,
Okay,
Alex
okay.
brought you up and was like, "Sam's our movie guy. We should wait till he comes here
Yeah.
to talk about movies."
That's
and
fair.
we can talk about movies a
Okay,
little bit
okay.
here.
We're
but
still
We can
figuring
get
it
to
out.
that. Yeah,
Alex
we're
already
figuring
said it.
out.
loser.
What?
You know, I'm still kind of figuring things out too up in
and
college.
you're new,
Yeah,
and that's
very much.
that's what we were hoping to talk about today. Was
Yeah.
what
How
it's
are
like
you
at a
figuring
4-year
it out?
college. None of us are at a 4-year college, as you know, and as we all know. But that was so
I think
dumb.
I'm
Go on,
furthest
go
from
on.
it.
Continue.
But Sam, what year are you in?
Second year, so I'm a sophomore.
And you're going into your no, you're not going into your
So
third.
I'm still be a sophomore this next.
Oh,
spring.
never mind.
I
I'm
forgot
stupid.
college. I forgot how
I know.
semesters worked.
I know,
for a
me
minute.
too. I was
It's,
like,
it's
no,
just
he's
like
going-
high school, dude. It's,
Yeah.
I mean,
First
it's,
semester.
Well, that's the thing.
it's,
High school's already out of sight, out of mind, bro. It's gone.
Same.
it's
It's out.
only different if you're like ahead or if you start in the spring instead of in the fall. That's when it's
Gotcha.
like odd. But if you just go straight from high school to college, it's literally the same
Goes the
thing.
same way.
Fall, spring, you're you're a freshman. Next year it's sophomore. Next year it's junior. Next year it's senior.
Yeah.
But like my older brother's graduating half semester early, so he's only taking 3.5 years of college.
Wow.
Cool.
Smarty
so
pants
he
over.
graduates
Yeah.
in a week and a half.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going up to
Dang.
Arkansas for that.
Dang.
Let's go, Andrew.
Cool.
Yeah. He wants to do
Jeremiah.
Sports medicine, right?
sports management. Close.
Ah.
It is an M. It is a sports
I didn't
M,
know
but
that.
not medicine.
Gotcha.
But
Does
he
he
wants.
watch our podcast? He should.
He should. Dang
Well,
it,
but
Alex, you
I
beat
don't
me
know
to
if he
it.
knows about it, but
Hi,
You mean
Andrew.
the
Right
you mean
now-
the
right
Figuring It
now-
Out podcast on
What?
Spotify, Apple Music, and
yeah,
YouTube?
Yeah, that
you
one.
can play
Anywhere else you find your
podcast
podcast?
on
Yeah.
your podcast.
This
You've
is why I need
you've
you
listened
here.
to it. You know we
that
do
doesn't
this.
make
Yeah.
sense.
I'm
So-
They're
so
already
funny.
here.
I'm so glad Sam's here, by the way.
Yeah.
I finally don't have
The
to.
only other logical one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
No, but Andrew's kind of he's figuring things out right now.
He's already on.
Good
Our
job.
first
No.
ep- How
job.
long have we been recording for? 4 minutes. And he's already doing it. Let's go.
I know.
Good
I'm like,
going,
it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
know.
do it. No, but so he's graduating this December, and he wants to do a grad program if they pay him. So because
Interesting.
there are some grad programs that they'll like pay you to come out to learn, go to school. They'll get like pay for housing, things like that. So he will earn money for getting a master's. So if he can get
Cool.
into a couple of those, or into really one of them, he's gonna go back to school. But if he has to pay for it, he's not, which is
Gotcha.
completely fair.
That's- yeah,
that is
that's super
totally
fair.
fair.
So Sam, what are you hoping to do with communications and stuff? Do you have a plan, or is it just
Kind of. So communications is a very broad degree. You can think of it similar to like a business degree or a psychology degree, both of those you can go just about anywhere with, do just about anything. So my dad wanted me to do marketing.
Yeah, a
but
lot of people wanted you to do marketing.
A lot of people wanted me to do marketing. But clearly they're not good at marketing because I was not sold on the idea.
Wow, that was good.
Oh.
Yeah. No. So I wasn't sold on the idea. So I'm like, you know what? I can still get a marketing job with a communications major. And so I'm like, let's do that, and that opens up other opportunities. So I'm doing that, but I'm still getting the marketing minor because I know it's something I'd be good at. But I'm also looking for other avenues. I'm pursuing, potentially film area. I'm actually considering auditioning to do some acting stuff next spring.
Ooh,
Not
that's pretty
necessarily,
cool.
yeah, not even necessarily because I want to be an actor. More so because it would be a good experience having done something like that. Working in the film industry.
You're dramatic enough to be an actor.
I am.
Aren't we all?
Absolutely, I got you there.
I don't even know what you could be, but you would be good at something.
Mr. Dramatic.
You'd be good at something.
You'd be
Get
good
that
at something.
point.
acting.
He'd be like the fat guy on the sitcom.
Yeah,
What? Next
We
Kevin.
are.
Hart.
something like that.
Next
Did
what's his
Kevin
name?
Hart? Is that
No,
what you
I
said?
was-
Kevin
Kevin
Hart's
James.
short. He's not
Kevin
fat.
James.
Kevin James. Okay, that's better.
Dude, you
I'll
ever seen
allow
the,
that one.
the picture of him and he's got like the hands
Yeah.
shrugging? That's such a good photo.
Classic.
That one's good. But
King of
yeah,
Queens is a good show.
so I'm considering
Sucking
doing
off
some
King of
acting.
Queens.
Just as it would be a good experience, and it would help me like relate to actors better, especially if I wanted to try my hand at directing or something.
Yeah.
Actually having experienced it and like done it would give me a much better idea on how to actually direct.
Yeah. And
Um,
when you told me that when I was over visiting you last time,
yeah.
I had said that it's similar with photography and stuff
Yeah,
like that
absolutely.
because like the photos I've taken recently, I've modeled in my photos for my own photos, and it's a good way to know how to like properly post things
Yeah,
and
figure it out
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
figure it out yourself. Yeah.
Figure it out.
Don't roll your eyes. You knew you were in for this when you joined.
Yeah.
No, I knew what I was signing up for.
But yeah, so it's a good. I can see that mentality. I think it's a really good mentality to have like
Exactly.
you're an example and be in that position so that you know how to.
Yeah, exactly.
do stuff
so
like that.
yeah, I'm looking at auditioning for a couple. I have one lined up that I'm auditioning for. Not sure when, but
I was dying.
supposedly the shoot will be
What's that tumor?
in March of next year.
Oh, cool.
And so that I'm excited for that one. I kind of hope I get that because it's a lot of my friends working on the crew, a lot of people I know, and the director. She's super nice. She's helped me on some of my projects, and she was one of the ones who was very much encouraging me to do this. And she's a theater major as well, so that in itself will give me so much like help and knowledge
Yeah.
on like how to act.
Give you a
because
lot of insight.
The director is literally a theater like that is what she does.
Yeah.
So
So I guess any extracurriculars, that kind of stuff, clubs. I know you're in a club.
yeah,
the
the film club. Yeah.
yeah.
Creating
Short film club and
short film
everything?
Club, yeah.
So we won't cover it too much, and I know you kind of were saying that you didn't like we were trying to figure out how to kind of be
Yeah.
around this. We're not going to go into detail, but you did make a short film, and that's
Yep.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote one with a couple friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it. I was the assistant producer. One of my co-writers was producer, and so I just kind of happened to fall into that realm and
Yeah.
help them out with a lot of stuff, money, finding the locations, communicating with crew.
That's where all his money went.
Yeah.
No, I was
No,
no, I
his-
was
all
telling
his-
I was telling Jake earlier that I got reimbursed. We had like $100 budget, dude. I literally spent like $98.86. Like I milked the budget. I was so
Wow.
I'm not
Wow.
even. I was so intent. I'm like I'm using every little bit, but I got the reimbursements for it this past Monday, and I was handed $98 in cash. So I was just walking around
Got
a
them
college
stacks.
campus with $100 in my wallet, and I'm like, this would be a horrible time for me to get mugged.
Are muggings common?
No, well, not that I'm aware of.
I was gonna say.
not that I pay
Dark
attention.
underside to the college you go to.
I was gonna say at the college he goes to.
Yeah, I was
Like-
saying.
No way.
It seems like a
Dude,
mugging
I
kind
mean,
of place.
I don't know. Everybody that
Yeah.
goes there can probably
No,
afford
like
it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way.
Okay, fair enough. I guess.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so that was funny. But was there another question that I forgot?
It was just extracurriculars,
Oh,
like
yeah.
hobbies and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
The film is kind
Anything
of
that-
his hobby.
I'm gonna be
Anything
honest.
other
the film
than
is very
like
much
film club that you've been doing at school?
You're
At
learning
school?
Japanese. Is
Yeah.
that part
I'm-
of your communications degree?
So yeah, as a comm major, I have to take 4 semesters of the same language.
Oh, okay.
In high school, I took 2 years of Spanish.
Sam was homeschooled by like Leighton.
Yeah,
and
I
Alex.
was.
Like most
I was
just
homeschooled
to-
like all of us.
like most of
except
us.
for
Jake.
like
He's
context and
like-
stuff.
He's a loser.
What
Yeah.
do you mean I'm a loser?
You're the loser.
Dude,
You're the
why
odd
do you
one
think you
out.
hate
I'm
us?
the one who had the idea to start this.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is something. Hold
okay.
up.
Yeah, we're taking
You,
over.
you brought it back up, but this is something we've all talked about for like years.
And who put it into action?
That I'll give you. But
Uh,
you tried to say that you thought of this, and that's just not
what do
true.
you mean who put it into action?
Who spent the money, Jake?
Exactly.
Jake, who spent the money?
Leighton did because
Exactly.
he has it.
Exactly.
And
so,
you don't.
I'll take digs at myself.
So
I
who
give you
put it
ideas,
into
Jake.
action?
I put the idea into action.
I gave
we
you
were all
ideas.
planning on
I
getting
gave you
stuff.
ideas,
You went
Jake.
and bought in a bigger mixer
I
and
put it
everything.
into action.
Because Mr. Guitar Center over there made a good argument to you.
I put it into action.
You put it into action.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you, Leighton.
I'm carrying it on your back, Leighton.
We might
Mr.
actually
Never
wanna-
opened or
I
closed
did.
the podcast in
wanna
the
what?
5 episodes we
Okay.
did.
Thought.
What?
I want to plug our mixer into USB so the batteries don't die again.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah,
The-
I don't know if
Those poor
I don't know.
Amazon Basics batteries.
They're not gonna
getting
last
ready to
last time.
explode.
Jeez.
I mean, we
hate
can
for
do
our
that
audio
real
to go
quick.
out.
I could do that real
We
quick.
get-
Plug it
yeah.
in real quick.
Wait a
and
minute.
we'll kind of continue while Sam talks.
Yeah.
So, as a comm major, I have to take 4 semesters of the same language.
Yeah.
In high school, I took 2 years of Spanish, and I absolutely hated it. I said I would never, under any circumstance, at least in a school setting, take Spanish again. I wasn't like close to the idea, but like just through like it was just a horrible experience, and I didn't want to do it again. However, I went from having a horrible experience with one of the easier languages to learn to choosing to learn one of the hardest languages to learn.
From an English speaker's perspective, I guess.
Oh, absolutely, dude!
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
my professor was showing me this. It was a list of like the hardest languages to learn on like a scale. Japanese is literally the hardest.
There's
Like-
like 3 different dialects.
Oh my
written,
god! Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, there's katakana. Well, here, let me start with there's hiragana. Hiragana is like the native written dialect. That's that's the easiest way to say it. Think
Yeah.
of it's like the ABCs. Then you got the katakana, and katakana is
What is he doing? Bro's like working on a car over here or something. All of a sudden, we're gonna hear. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
so katakana has all the same sounds as hiragana. So
Okay.
it's like
I've heard of
um,
katakana.
so hiragana like for example, ka, ke,
Yeah, you're
ki,
fine.
ko, ku, right? Like it's just like a bunch of different sounds, and that you have characters for them. Katakana, you have different characters for the same sounds, and those characters like katakana is used for words that that was not originally in the Japanese language that they've taken from outside.
Is it only those words?
Outside language? That's what specifically katakana is used for. That's
Okay.
so hiragana and katakana are the exact same sounds, different characters. Katakana is used for outside outside words brought into to Japan, whereas hiragana is like all the native written dialect. And then the third one is kanji, which essentially the easiest way to put this is a Chinese dude came in and was like, this is too complicated, let me simplify it to you, and started like somewhat combining hiragana to make it more simple. However, it makes it a lot more complicated to learn.
That was darn Chinese.
Whoa.
Look, once you know it, kanji does make things easier to write because it simplifies it a lot. If you know
It
it,
just
simplifies
difficult to
characters,
learn.
I guess.
it makes it a lot harder to learn because it adds an entire other dialect you have to learn.
Yeah, I guess you'd need to know the
And
first two.
the other
before you
problem
learn
is
that one.
like this, the readings of it changes so much. So you'll have one specific character in kanji that you can read like 3 different ways
Is it-
based on context.
Is it? I was about to say, is it like context thing?
Based on context or based on what the other hiragana and kanji are
That's
around
rough.
it.
Cool.
So like you can use like you can a kanji character by itself could mean one thing, then you combine it with another, and it could have a different reading and it's like a different meaning.
Gotcha.
Sounds
That's
like a
crazy,
nightmare
wow.
for a
Yeah.
dyslexic.
So we're gonna leave it at that because
Yeah,
we
that's
don't need to
fair.
get even further into Japanese
Sam's gonna
semantics.
teach us.
Yeah, I'm gonna get judged by.
we
more
can
than you.
have we can have a segment on like YouTube or something of Sam with a blackboard and this is Japanese for beginners. What?
I
We
don't
get-
know.
it
If
was
I
just
am not
Elgato.
qualified
It
in
was
the
just
slightest to
Elgato.
teach. I can vent about it all day long. I'm
Oh,
not in
yeah.
the slightest to teach. Absolutely
The
not.
heck?
Is the camera actually recording still?
Let me
Video
check.
may be fine, but
Technical difficulties.
it may just be on monitoring.
It's
crazy.
because I'm here.
Layton didn't think about
Honestly,
this.
I'm
What
just.
did I-
Is it
You
recording?
got a big freaking wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. never
Layton
mind.
didn't think about the fact that he's got a really long wire that he can still bring with him instead of just.
How was I supposed to plug
Honestly,
it in with
I'm
like
just
one
too
hand?
sexy, and the camera
know,
just
just
kind
set
of
your
handle
stuff
it.
Yeah,
anymore.
man.
I guess.
yeah,
Sam,
that's
we gotta
the
get
one.
you out of here.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Leave.
I won't
now.
come. I won't. This will be
All right,
the
and that's
first
the
time.
end of the
Yeah.
fifth episode with Sam.
That's
Bye,
all right.
Sam.
Sorry,
All right,
guys.
thanks for listening, everybody.
My cuteness is
Closing it.
just overloading.
It's not cute. Yeah.
Uh,
Little femboy, you. It's an ongoing joke I have.
It is. It is. Just like his ongoing joke that he hates me,
Yeah.
which is true. I'm like his test dummy. You know, like
Yeah.
he has to send all the hatred my way before he sends it to other people.
Sam's my punching bag for Layton.
Yeah, exactly.
Bell
But
sheet.
here's the thing.
That's
he
what you
can't get.
practice
He,
on.
ha-
I
he
warm
has
up
to
on
deal with
Sam
me.
so that I can come here and dog on Layton.
See, here's the
the whole
thing.
time.
You
so mean.
you have to keep me around though. You can't get rid of me even though you hate me
I
so
know.
much.
It's a.
Because the thing is,
Believe
if
me,
you get
he's
rid of me,
tried.
then you have to start hating on someone else, and you can't hate on Alex because he's the gem of the group.
Exactly.
And
He's
you
the
can't
best
hate
of
on
us
Layton
all.
because Layton's your sugar daddy.
Layton's the
So
one I hate on
he
already
yeah,
too.
he already
Doesn't
hates
matter,
on
he
me.
Layton's
still
the final product. I
Yeah.
can't hate on him. He
Okay.
can't be the test and the
That's
final.
fair. Hey, Layton, don't ever spend money on him again.
It's becoming more apparent.
Hey. I'm always available.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Sam's
I
like,
see.
come here. Just walks off with him.
He just
Hey,
sees
you
me-
can't steal my girl.
He just sees me as a walking wallet.
I got
Yeah.
a sugar
Really?
daddy opening.
Whenever you talk, have you guys seen you guys have seen Gravity Falls, right?
Yeah, I have.
Have you
Great
seen?
TV
You guys
show.
remember the episode where it's how Grunkle Stan sees the customers and they were just walking wallets?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
there's one, it's a
Yeah.
kid getting off a ride, and he's like, "I don't feel so good," and he opens. It's just like the wallet opening, and then coins just comes
Yeah.
pouring out. That's what I
good,
thought
that's
of
good.
when Sam was saying that. Layton's a walking wallet. Can
He
you throw
is.
up on the podcast
No,
right
I'm
now?
not gonna throw up.
I was
I
just
was
wanting to see if
yawning.
you throw up
Edit it.
coins.
I was just
I
yawning.
might throw
Yeah.
up.
Well, like
Layton's
Layton,
just too
later in post, let's just have you
Why?
like freeze where you have your mouth open, and then we'll just like
Okay.
I'll go in and I'll draw.
I don't know if you can
Vomit.
even see it because I tried to cover it. Maybe I didn't do a good job.
I don't know. Do
One or something. Call.
No.
do that real quick.
Okay, ready?
Okay, perfect. We were making
All
for audio listeners. We were just making gestures like we were throwing up.
Or Layton was.
Well, I
They were
did too.
deep.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't give
did
my
too.
example.
What?
Oh,
I
you
didn't say
gave an
anything.
example?
I didn't say anything.
Well,
Okay, then don't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Okay,
Great.
so
Stop taking up valuable
okay,
time.
guys, we're getting off track.
Hey, that's your fault, not mine.
What do you mean it's my fault?
Oh, you
Anyways,
continue it.
we're
the
still
host.
stop talking.
No, you do it to Layton all the time. It's only fair that
Oh
someone
my
talks
You just
over
gotta
God.
you.
keep going, Jake.
I
just
know.
keep trucking.
Okay, I don't know how you do it, Layton. Well, he doesn't do it. That's the thing. He just gives up.
Exactly.
Oh, it just comes naturally. Anyways, so
You
Sam,
don't.
at this 4-year college, it's kind of known as I guess a bit of a party college. Have you been to any parties?
I have not.
Not a party guy.
No, I know people who have. I could very easily get into the scene if I wanted.
Fair
From the
enough.
party scene.
One of my roommates got home at like 3 a.m. after 4 a.m.
Good.
after a party.
Dude, your apartment always smells like weed.
Oh, dude,
It's so bad.
It
Gosh.
is. It is.
It's one particular person.
It is.
I know.
It is one person. It is
The
one
guy with the
person.
sign above his door.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whatever. And then
That's
the-
a whatever.
It's whatever. And then the other one, parties and drinks.
Not
A
into
good- a
that.
Good shit. Nah.
I respect it.
I'm glad I'm not going to 4-year college.
Dude,
Yeah,
me
too.
Dude, I'm terrified of what I'd say if I'm drunk. I'm gonna be honest.
Someday when we're
I'm-
all 21, I'll bring some to the
Oh,
I am
podcast.
low key terrified. I think I'm just gonna spill all the beans.
Nah.
Like I
All
mean,
the-
What,
all the
beans
beans.
about what? What
I
kind of beans?
literally- I don't e-
refried or baked?
I like refried.
See what I have to deal with.
What do you mean? What you have
Pinto
to deal with?
beans.
You signed up for this.
You didn't have to buy
It's
that
okay.
mixer.
Yeah, that's
True.
true.
Yeah, Mr.
You're
Moneybags
supposed to
over
be
here.
supportive, Alex.
Alex is playing
Support
devil's
myself.
advocate because Sam's not.
Okay. Alex always
No.
plays devil's advocate for you,
I
though.
always play devil's advocate.
Can I say? It's just
But-
how I am.
Jake is being mean, so I have to be
Ha,
nice to you.
You
Later.
got called out.
Did you not just hear him?
Yeah, so he has to be nice to me.
He has to. That's what he said.
Yeah, I have to.
I don't care
It's
where.
he's
I
being
don't.
Not that I want to.
Yeah,
Continue
Layden,
with
Layden,
college.
Layden gets crap from everybody around him, so he has to take it.
I
kindness
take
that
to
was
it
a
him.
topic
whenever
we were
I
gonna
get
talk
it,
about.
dude.
What?
That was a topic we were going to talk about as
What?
well, Leighton.
Layden getting
getting
dogged
made
on
fun
by
of, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
We already covered that on the
That
last
seems
episode.
sexually
Briefly.
explicit.
He has
Probably.
Layden was like, I don't want to sound like the victim or anything, but
Well, I didn't.
It's-
actually, I got the glasses so I can do it now. But yeah, Layden was
I
all
don't feel like I sound
he
like a
had a
victim.
new moment.
don't.
after
I'm
that.
gonna be honest, Jake. I've waited years for you to have glasses. Your entire family has
my
it.
whole
I have been
family's got 'em.
waiting for years.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't
Well, that's the
wait
thing.
for the day
These-
because you
I can see
talk
just
about
fine
it all
without
the
'em, too.
time though. You would talk
It-
about it
I
all the
pride
time.
myself on it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
pride myself
and so
on it.
seeing you
Yeah.
wear the
Let's-
glasses
let's
right
pass
now
the glasses
oh,
around.
makes me so happy.
Passes the glasses. All right. While we
better not
pass the
say
glasses around.
I
It's
don't
such
wanna
a
wear
low
your
prescription I
filthy
can't even
glasses.
tell.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
okay,
really
okay.
much of
Well,
a
you had
You're
another
pretty
question
good.
for me. You actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
yeah, except they're
Except
kinda
that they're
like
leaning up.
skewed
Going-
down.
Well, that's the point.
Headphones.
What do
that's
you
the
mean
point.
Oh, just for it's like a joke.
Yeah, just as
Yeah.
the joke.
You're so
Mhm.
funny, Layton.
Yeah,
Funny,
thanks.
funny.
You're a goofy little guy.
What a goofy
I'm
little
partly
fella.
being sarcastic. I'm partly being genuine. I promise you.
I know.
I'm laying back
Passing
on
the
it.
same now.
Jake's
So
just
Sam
turned
looks
on.
into
Oh.
Jake glasses.
All right, guys. Let's get back on track.
Continuing. For
So,
your college parties and
I think that's.
Oh, I did make brownies once, and people thought it was weed.
I
Brownies.
thought
I'm
you were
not
making
surprised.
edibles.
I'm not. No, okay.
Wow.
So no, this is a story. This one's fun. So
right.
I was, dude. I hadn't even been. It was like the first week of school, dude. First week of school last year, my freshman year,
Uh-huh.
and I was in a dorm with some friends. That the dorm had a kitchen at the
Yep.
like community kitchen, and my friends were like, "Hey, let's go to Walmart real quick. Let's grab some supplies for brownies
Heck
and
yeah.
let's make brownies."
Uh-huh.
By that I mean I was the one who made the brownies.
the other ones had the idea.
And everyone else was playing like Just Dance on the Switch or something. I
Dude,
don't know.
good
It's-
game.
It was something like that.
Disagree.
I don't even
love
remember. I
Just
think they were
Dance.
playing Smash at 1.2. Smash Bros.
also
Super Smash
even
Bros.
better game. We should play Smash together.
That'd be fun.
That'd
Okay, I'd be
so
down for
fun.
that.
Nothing we haven't done
Continue
before.
with like.
Anyways,
Anyways, brownies.
Yeah, so I was pretty much the one baking the brownies, but I wasn't the one who like paid for it. So I'm like, okay, not my brownies, but I'm the one making them. So people would come up and ask if like, hey, can I get a brownie? I'm like, sorry, buddy. I'm just the cook. I can't actually give it away.
Yeah, you can have a brownie if you tell me what the temperature of the oven's at.
yeah, right, exactly.
You know what I had to preheat this thing to?
Put in some work and maybe then.
Yeah. I don't know.
But no, I like the amount of guys like that obviously were like just looking to get a little fix.
Little hit, just a
little
little.
fix.
Just a little.
I just need a little, just a
hit.
little bit, man. Just
yeah,
a little.
just shaking.
And
Yeah,
I'm
small.
like, sorry to disappoint you guys, but they're just brownies.
You just pull out a megaphone.
I swear, one guy looked so sad. Like he was.
Oh my God.
I'm not even kidding.
The
He was
defeated
so
face.
sad. I felt kind of bad.
He's looking for that Zaza, bro.
For real.
So
I ran
on the
out of-
topic of that,
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff with college and all that stuff, you know, big thing is drinking, is weed, all that stuff. But that's not the focus right now. I wanted to kind of touch on the idea of wasted youth. Now that we've got Sam
yeah.
here, and then he's at this, you know, he's at a 4-year
He's
college and
wasting
everything.
his youth.
Actually, no, he's
No,
doing
no,
quite
it's
the
not.
opposite, and that's what
He's
I think
really
is
good.
really cool. That's why I wanted to talk about this. I kind of want to pick all of y'all's brains real quick about this. But I'll start with Sam since he's here for this episode. Sam, what do you think of when I say like wasted youth? What comes to mind? It could be literally anything. Just keep it brief.
God, I get time to think about
Maybe you need to be more specific. Like
No,
what's
no, it's
his?
No,
not
because
even
that's
that.
that's the concept.
It's not
of
even
it.
that. It's that I don't want to say it because I'm gonna feel bad.
What?
Jake.
Oh,
That was so dumb.
No, okay. I'm here.
oh,
let
he's
me
about to
explain.
go off on you.
Oh, no, no, no,
God.
no, no.
Let's keep it brief and not get
No,
too
no,
personal.
no shots towards you at all.
Shots about to
but,
come.
But look. So we have Alex knows what he wants to do. He wants to be a pilot. He's getting he goes to a 2-year university, get his associate's degree.
Yeah.
Thank you. Leighton got like certificates for.
He didn't even.
He
do that.
doesn't have
just
any-
started
he
working.
doesn't
He
have
got
any
finished up-
education.
He was
got
working. No.
No.
He
Got a
was
job.
working on them, but then he got a big boy job, and
Yeah.
fair enough. He went straight into the workforce. I'm getting 4-year education since last year. Jake, you have been wobbling about, back and forth on what you want to do. which is what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So that I'm not like crapping on anyone, but like you spend so much time like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this. Try it.
Let me ask you this:
So you think that's wasted?
how is
youth?
that wasted youth?
Yeah,
That sounds like lack of direction, not wasted youth.
No,
that's
but
more what I see.
okay. So here's the thing. I think they're
And
both pretty similar.
that's why I'm trying to wobble. That's why I'm wobbling, because I think about it. I think in depth about it. I'm doing so. I'm actually trying
no.
things
Now
right
you're yeah.
And
No,
that's
you're
why-
trying things.
and that's the thing. Especially I'm talking about like this age range.
Oh
'Cause
no, absolutely.
when we were talking about what we want to do and I was wobbling around, yes, there were a few years in between high school and stuff, but a lot of that was in high school where it was what's going on
We'll see.
and coming out of that.
Yes, but okay. After high school, what have you done?
I worked.
Yeah. How long did it take you before you started working at Discount Tire? When did you start?
How many different
A
jobs?
few months.
How many different jobs
I
have you
had
worked?
2 other jobs before
Was it
that.
only 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
thought it was like 6.
There's
Oh,
Ace
I
and
could have. There was Ace. There was
There's
the
Ace
doggy
and the
daycare.
doggy daycare place. That's it.
The
That was
one
the
day
Oh,
only-
you
at
had a-
UPS.
No,
I
there's
forgot-
one day.
I
I
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but okay.
But
and
My
then
dad
you went
dogged
to
on
school.
you for that, by the way.
You went to same school as Alex for 1 semester.
Yeah.
And then now you're working. So the point I'm making is that it's just you're hopping back and forth, and and yeah, you're right. There is a lack of direction, but that's what that you're talking about wasted youth, and it's more so just wasted time is what I'm saying. You're
Okay.
not really like you're barely dipping your toes in to try something before you're like you moved on.
Yeah,
That-
and
that's what I'm talking
trying
about.
things.
Oh.
I'm not
No,
going
no.
to spend a year doing something.
That's not
if
what
I'm
I'm saying.
gonna
I'm not
enjoy it.
saying you should
But
spend
that's
a year.
That's what it. That's the like issue with this is that, or not. I guess I shouldn't say the issue. That's not what I'm trying to say. Sorry, but like, I tried things like you said, and I didn't like it, and so I'm doing something else, and I'm looking in other directions. And that's the thing is I don't have a definite direction right now, but I'm going in some direction, and that's what I've been doing. Is I've been trying different directions each time.
No. Yeah, I agree. The more so the point that I'm making is that with everything that you've tried, sorry.
Seems getting heated.
No.
Gotta cool off.
Roll up the sleeves.
So okay, let's put this.
about to punch you.
No.
That's what.
Yeah, so reach over. Ah!
The
Wasted you.
I think
What have you done with your life?
Shut
Sorry,
up.
Go ahead.
every time I've talked to you about what you want to do, it's in the past year or so, it always changes.
Yeah.
You're always like, oh, I'm gonna go to 2-year university to get my associate's degree.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do welding. That has been brought up about 5 times. You have
Cool
been
stuff.
Even brought in the
you
last.
brought that up
last
about 5
episode.
times. We talked about HVAC. We've talked about an electrician. We've talked about a lot of things.
Yeah.
You really haven't tried any. Now you're I think did you say HVAC or did you
He's
say
doing
HVAC? HVAC, yeah.
Refrigeration.
So now you're actually going to go try. The point being is over the past year you've talked about so many things. You haven't really tried any of those. About all the only one that you did for a semester was you went to a 2-year university.
for 1 semester.
For one
Yeah, for one
semester. But
semester.
he tried it. He tried it for 1 semester. But you've talked about a lot of options, and you really haven't given many of those time until now. Now you're giving. So the more so the point. I'm not like trying to crap on you. More so the point is that I'm trying to make is the wasted youth is just not trying things. Is people just not actually giving something a shot. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's fair.
Because if you're not like you, I know so many people who are just stuck working low income jobs
Yeah.
because they don't try anything else.
Yeah.
That's the wasted youth.
When I think
can agree
wasted
with that.
youth. Oh,
Oh.
sorry, go on.
I was gonna say this is last thing I guess we'll say before we like turn to Alex
Yeah.
because I think we've
Dang,
dwelled on
you're
this
just
long
gonna
enough.
skip over
Well,
me?
no, but he started
You're next.
talking.
Well,
I'd say
You gotta take the lead. I'm telling you,
To
bro.
be
You
fair,
can't
I
order.
didn't formulate my
Conversation.
thought like
Bro,
super well.
it's a
Yeah, it was
conversation,
more
we
like
don't
it
need
was-
order.
So
Oh,
I will say this,
You
and I
want to
think,
go next?
and
Yes.
I
Okay.
don't. Okay, guys, come on. Hold on a second. I think one thing that I don't want to say is like the main reason or use as like an excuse or anything
Mhm.
like that, but that was when I was in my relationship, and
Oh,
that
100%.
He's
was
changing
my
a lot now.
that was my main focus in those 2 years.
I know.
Was the relationship I was in, and I jumped all over different ideas, and I didn't try anything because I was so wrapped up in
I agree.
who I was with.
I 100%
feel
agree with
that
that.
too.
I
And
100% agree with that.
So that's why I find it hard to kind of like agree with you a little bit because it still sounds more like lack of direction, but also because a lot of that time was spent wrapped up in a relationship more than it was
Trying
figuring out
things.
I mean,
who
that's
like,
something
where I
else we could
was,
talk
who I
about
was.
too, though.
Yeah, and that's
Relationships.
for another time. I have a plan for that episode, but I'm thinking later down the road when February comes up and Valentine's Day comes up,
Oh,
that is
Valentine's
perfect. You know,
episode?
like
Fair.
that's perfect. And on top of that, gives me a little more time to kind of like get over things and
Look, all I'm gonna
you know,
say
kind of like
about
move
that
forward.
though is like, if you're sacrificing time that you're personally growing and like
Still,
working on your own self and on your career goals, then it's probably not the best idea.
Not
to be in a
everybody's
relationship.
aware enough of that during the relationship
No.
period.
So that's
And
all.
I'm
That's all I'll
guilty of
say
that.
about that because
Yeah.
that's relating to what
Okay,
we're talking
Alex.
about.
Well, Leighton
Oh, I'm
wanted to
sorry.
talk.
I was.
Skip
we were
over
trying.
me,
We were
dude.
trying to have a
Look
con.
at me.
Okay,
Like,
guys.
no.
I was still
Let's
trying to.
let
I was still
Leighton
trying to get my
talk.
point across, and then you two were over here having your own mini conversation. Everybody's talking in my ears and everything. I did like.
Good Lord.
I would have to.
I
tune you
think
guys
of
down.
wasted youth, and this is probably not going to be popular with a lot of people, but honestly, I think wasted youth is kind of similar to what Sam did. I just feel like partying is wasting time. It's just
I can see that.
total
I can
waste of
100%.
time.
It depends
and-
on the party, in
However-
my opinion.
Like what?
Like just a party with like if we were to get together
That just
and
be a
in-
hangout.
and I was
That's
about to
different.
say and invite a bunch of friends that like
I have no
Okay,
friends.
like
that is
extended
different.
friends and that's why I mean the type of party because like college parties
That's
and
what
your
I meant
typical idea of
specifically.
a college party where there's like all sorts of stupid stuff going on that I can agree with but I just was saying that
When
like,
I hear party, that's what I think.
Yeah.
of. It's,
Yeah.
that's I think.
but
what
like
he
there's
means,
there's
you know?
different types of parties and that's why I thought
Oh,
that.
If
So,
you're getting your grades and you're learning, I don't care what you do.
hey, you know what?
Still don't do drugs though.
I agree. Still don't do drugs.
But
But
I'm just
we'll cover
saying
that
I
in
think that, that's wasted youth is that you're not actually
can
making
agree with that.
any progress. And a lot of people make the argument, well, I got to do it when I'm young, because I'm still figuring everything out or whatever it is,
Yeah.
But I
I-
disagree.
I will
think
I
it's-
will agree. I think that's kind of a kind of lame argument. Is
It's a
do
super
it while
lame
you're young,
argument.
because that's
Kinda
that's the
leading
same
into
logic
that,
that'll
though.
get you killed.
I was kind of thinking that's kind of what I was going to say, like actually having fun when you're a kid, but I was leaning more towards like young, not being like upper high school and the college age,
Mhm.
but more like actual childhood, like late,
Oh.
like probably 8 years old into like your earlier middle teenage years.
How would you waste that
actually-
youth?
Because
Because that's the thing.
that's
when
a
you're
really
y-
tough thing.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
I
When
mean-
you're younger, you aren't focused on spending your time doing things you love. You're not spending the time. You aren't even aware of the fact that I should be learning what I.
I guess
love.
getting out
I mean,
and
I
actually
didn't know
doing
what
things
I
and
wanted to
having a
study in
childhood.
college till literally like the end of the spring semester before I started. Like literally the end of my senior year of high school is when I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
study.
I
So-
think I would.
So
wasted youth is like
Oh, gee,
a
now you're
certain-
ignoring me. You,
yeah.
you got upset.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you
yeah.
talk.
Hey,
now.
he's
I'm
taking
trying
lead.
here. I'm
Let's go,
trying.
Leighton.
I'm trying.
Leighton's
dude.
figuring
Sorry.
it out over
I had
here.
to because Leighton
I'm
was upset
trying.
earlier.
But it's an age. It's definitely an age, I'd say. When you say wasted youth, I say that starts at probably around 17
Okay.
to 18
Yeah.
and then onward. Because at that point, you're looking for like what you're going to do for
Looking
the
for-
rest of your
yeah,
life slash
exactly.
your
That's when
career.
And
you're
if
at
you're
an
not
age.
like
Setting
trying
yourself
things
up.
out, that's kind of what I was saying. If you're not like trying things, if you're not experimenting, seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like, that's when you're wasting
Yeah.
it because you're wasting time to learn what you want to do, what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to like what wasted youth is, especially for the age range I said, because you guys were all thinking like more our age, but I was thinking like a lot younger.
Fair enough.
I guess thinking about it for
we
a
did say
second,
youth, so
yeah.
True.
It makes
Thinking
sense.
about it from my point of view, I guess it would be not sitting inside, like actually getting out and having a childhood.
Yeah.
The
I guess that-
outdoors.
I
that
think it's
outdoorsy
okay.
Part of you.
I think it's okay to stay inside and play video games sometimes. I mean, I still played video games growing
This
up.
fair
I
point.
played Flash games, Roblox, Minecraft,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But I still went out and I had my own adventures. I
Yeah.
actually had fun and I did cool stuff.
all
Yeah.
those times
And
you
it-
snuck around on the golf course.
Yeah,
It,
exactly.
built up character and
Yeah.
it actually like added something to me. It's stories that can be
Build
told.
good friendships.
Yeah, like
Sleepovers
whenever
in our underwear in the tents.
like I'm assuming y'all's dads or whatever have told you stories of their childhood and stuff. And then we're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I saw it. I built this amazing Minecraft house all day. I
Yeah.
spent 10 hours on it. No, they're like, My
My
dad's
dad
like,
grew
oh
up in
yeah, I rode
Iowa.
horses out on the
There's a lot of
the
snow.
field. Or one time I was riding dirt bikes with my dad, and crashers and
Yeah.
this whole thing. Like they always have a story to tell.
Yeah.
My
And-
dad's was mostly baseball.
And that's still something
Snow,
though.
snow,
Like,
snow.
Yeah.
That's what Iowa is.
Yeah, I mean, you need something of value to you, something hardy in your
Yeah.
life.
That's a
If
And
fair
I
you
think
don't mind.
I think that's a good I think that's an interesting take on it because like Alex had just said, we were all thinking like this age right now, and Alex was on this
I
whole
was
other
thinking
page.
more actually.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that's an interesting idea because that actually is very defining years
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
without
what
even
kinda
realizing
shapes you.
it.
Yeah.
That's what you.
Well, your
that's like
your
when you're
whole
still
life
developing.
shapes you. But
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
Think
like-
of the next generation growing up that is spending all their time indoors.
Yeah.
and
Even
not
more
really
than
spend-
us.
Yeah,
We've
way
already
more
talked
time.
about this generation before, and we all sounded like boomers when
Yeah.
we did, so we're not
Yeah.
gonna go there.
I'm just saying.
Let's
but-
not.
Okay, so what's
Sam,
your-
Sam is a listener over there. Can
So-
agree.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Hold
but-
on. I got something.
Hold on.
Do you want to do it now?
We
or
were
do you want-
still well. Like I said, I meant to tell you like we'll get to it.
No,
I
no.
promise.
I know, but I'm trying to move it along because we're stuck.
Well, no, I was still gonna talk.
I was
the-
gonna
I
ask him-
told you guys
No,
that
I'm
was
interrupting
the,
you.
That was
You
hopefully
interrupt
the
late in
main-
every episode. It's
oh
my
my
turn.
God,
we have
dude.
a problem with getting upset over interruption here.
Okay,
Here, go. What
let's
is your
slow down with the.
What is your
I was
idea?
gonna say wasted youth. In my opinion, is kind of a mix of Leighton's and Sam's, because I think it's the idea of like not living a life where you're trying new things in a healthy way.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's where the healthy, because parties and stuff like that, drugs, alcohol, whatever, that's gonna screw you over, especially right now, because that's all you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get stuck in. That's
Yeah.
what you're gonna define yourself in. And instead of, in say my example, instead of photography, instead of a podcast, instead of my friends, instead of outdoors, like flying, instead of Japanese, instead of communications, instead of technology, and your job and everything like that, they're defining themselves in whatever they can do to get away from their
All of it,
reality.
yeah.
Instead of improving your reality, they're running from it,
Yeah.
because
Make your reality something good.
everybody that is trying to live fast is trying to get away from something.
Me.
That's a good point because that's kind of
Trying
what.
to get away
yeah,
from
that
me.
is kind of what Sam and I think we're saying is.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between live fast and like the other idea.
Fastly living.
Like, there's an
There's a live
there's a
fast and
difference
there's the
between
fast
stuff
and
like
live.
that where it's live fast in a healthy way and live fast in a I'm in college, I need to try everything.
One
way.
means you're
Yeah.
a drug addict. One means you're Usain Bolt. Anyway.
But that's the thing. I think it's important to focus on you as a person first and build connections and
Oh,
stuff
connections
like that.
are
And that's,
a huge
and
thing.
that's the wasted youth part, is that you're wasting your youth in things that are gonna tear you away from the things that you're gonna be good at, that you're gonna find passion in, you're gonna find
Yeah.
interest in.
I guess in that way
Agreed.
we all have the same idea.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Trying to argue with me at the beginning.
Okay, so speaking of college, Sam has somebody that he's been talking to recently,
Ah.
and it's happened.
A
She,
girl.
she
Shout
happens to be our #1 fan.
That I've been
So
dating.
guys, we've got our
Shout
first
out, my
fan
girl.
fan
Shout
mail.
out.
We've got our first. Are you guys official now?
Yeah.
Nice. So we've got our
Congrats.
first fan mail from Sam's girlfriend.
It's not. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what we'll call it. Yeah. Okay. Layton, here you
Dang,
go.
what
Layton.
Layton
Oh,
is
oh,
for.
you're good. I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't see it. I was
He
looking at the
he was
bags.
looking at the little. He was looking at
So
our fan
okay,
mail.
let me describe. So Morgan,
take it.
shout
Hi,
out
Morgan.
to Morgan. Yeah, hi Morgan.
Yay. Is
that
I
yours?
swear I'm being safe.
Goodies.
I didn't know if you looked at the tag. I
so
thought he was passing him down.
Being
No,
safe.
no, I'm giving it. I have to give it to
Aw,
everyone but
thank
you first. Jake.
Oh, my tag.
I
Yeah,
got it
thanks,
now. It's
Layton.
mine.
So,
Aw,
These
mine's
are
orange.
goodie bags that Morgan
Ooh.
made, and
I've
we.
been excited.
I was at her house the other day. We made cookies, so there's a chocolate chip cookie in there. We made peppermint bark, which I need y'all to try while I'm here.
Did
In fact,
she-
try it on here.
Did she mainly make the cookies, or did you make?
It was like
he made-
pre-bought at the store.
Oh.
But I'm really good at rolling them
He
into
made
balls.
brownies, so
I
he
know-
can make cookies.
I could.
I don't
could.
trust him.
What do you mean? Hey,
I trust you, Sam.
thank
good
you.
stuff.
Despite hating you.
Look, okay, so I need y'all to hold on. I need y'all to all try the peppermint bark. There's like a few
Okay.
other things in there. Yeah,
Should we
there's
do that first?
Yes.
Japanese Kit Kat,
I'm
which
gonna-
is just a Kit Kat.
I'm gonna tear mine apart later because I don't want to make a mess.
So I need all of y'all. The
Oh, I
peppermint
I have
peppermint
everything on
bark
my
should
lap.
be And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
What a
Okay.
sad night to break a braces bracket on.
Seriously.
But okay.
Alright.
So
L.
y'all ready?
Ready?
Okay, y'all gotta try this, cause yeah.
Ooh, it's soft.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, you got some spicy in it?
Spicy.
What is it?
Okay, so
What's the
let
spicy?
me explain. Layton, I don't think you should have any spice in yours.
I don't.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, where's the spice?
Yeah,
Hey, that's awesome.
So yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I knew
Yeah.
I know you're not that great with
Some good
spice, so I told her
spice.
not
Dang,
to.
it's some
So
breakfast.
so let me tell y'all something. I don't think
I like
Jake. I don't think you know this. You're the only one who might. So there was this. It was like a lollipop that Morgan had got up at. Up near where I live.
Okay.
And it's like a spicy lollipop, and it's I can't remember what it is on the Skullville,
Just from
but like
oh.
it is like it's bad.
I can
And so
tell.
like there's like a challenge, like you got to leave it in your mouth for like 5 minutes, and
Oh
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 my
my god,
gosh.
It's-
no.
it's hot. Like
I inhaled it.
yeah, it's in your throat, and it's not good. But it's bad, and so yeah, when
Stuck
we
in
were
my
making
teeth.
the
Thank you.
peppermint bark, Morgan had the evil idea that we crush up the rest of the lollipop that
Is
we
that what's
had.
in this?
Yeah, and so
Oh,
we
man.
mix it in with part of the
It's
peppermint
stuck in my
bark.
teeth.
It is.
So
It's
she's
very-
a little troll.
It's
or
very
she'll fit in?
cinnamony.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, welcome to the group.
And so we mixed in. And it's the spicy lollipop. It's called Satan's toe.
Oh,
Is that the red
It's
on
called
it?
Satan's toe.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah. And so it's called Satan's toe, and so we mixed it in with some portions of the peppermint bark, and we gave a few people the spicy, and we're like, all right, we got to give it to Jake and Alex, but I said we're not going to give it to Layton.
It's
'cause
good.
I know he can't handle spice.
That's
Oh,
spicy.
yeah, when the
So
dust gets
I
in your
gave him
throat.
the minty
That
one.
spice is good.
Pepperminty one.
I'm not gonna eat any more because I'm not too hungry after.
No, that's
eating
fair.
anything,
That's
so-
completely fair.
Same.
And then there's
Same.
a few other things, a few other Japanese things.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get the culture in there.
Yeah, exactly.
For our friend learning Japanese.
Yeah,
well,
I guess.
I do need
Another-
one.
So
Like-
Morgan
That is
is
spicy
half
lollipop.
Japanese and
Oh,
half
really?
American. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
All right. Another shout out to Morgan for this stuff. This
yes,
is great.
Really,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Seriously.
Thank you for the fan mail, Morgan. I'm just doing this to anger her. I hope it does.
It won't.
It won't.
Darn. Anyways, but
It might.
I doubt it.
but yeah, I think that was a good little
Making
distraction from the
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
heavier conversation.
Yeah, I'm glad
We
we
were
got
having.
Oh, there's
So
so much good
movies,
stuff.
right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I guess hold on. We'll come back to
we
movies
can go back to-
because
How-
like
how-
I had mentioned before this all.
where are we at, like time wise?
We got plenty.
We got plenty.
Oh, we've got time.
I was just curious.
We can
I did
split
want-
it too. if
I
we
did
need.
want
That's
the
what I was
latter half
thinking.
of this podcast, this episode, to be about that kind of more serious topic of how to spend our youths, because that's the thing with this podcast. That's why we've mentioned in other episodes. That's why we kind of started this. Yes, to goof around, yes, to have fun, but also to talk about how we are growing, how we, what it's like growing up.
Starting her up, but
So
man,
it's-
that devil's toe, whatever lollipop is pretty
My
spicy,
tongue's
man.
a little
Serious.
swollen right now. I'm not gonna
Dude,
lie.
y'all really only want to do the serious stuff
I'm
when I'm
so
here.
chilling.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's a good topic right now, and I think
Just
it's.
because
I
y'all,
think
y'all
it's.
just love me so much.
I think
and
it's
want my
fitting
insight.
for us to talk about that, especially while you're here.
That's fair.
But
You should come on more often.
if you,
I'll come on to you anytime.
oh my god,
Wow.
if we,
Morgan, you heard
made
that.
these jokes
I did
a lot.
not advance. All right, I did not advance on your territory.
okay, so
He came
that's
on to me.
I think that's an idea that I kind of wanted to touch on. Those how to spend our youths and kind of what we think is a proper way of.
At this point, I
growing.
need clarification. Are we talking youths like Alex is talking? youths,
No,
like
we're talking
childhood
about
youths?
we're talking
Are we
about how to
talking-
spend our young adult lives.
There you go. That's a lot better.
What do you guys think is a good way to live our lives right now, and what do you guys think is the best, I guess, best way to grow up right now? Layden, you've got your hand raised like the
Yes, teacher, please
a
pick
good
me.
good schoolboy over
Thank
there.
You, thank you. I was just gonna say that I feel very strongly about it that if you don't know what you want to do, then yes, go to college. But if you know what you want to do, and that doesn't necessarily require college to get in the door, at
Mhm.
least, then maybe you should try it before you actually go to
Yeah.
college
I agree.
for
You,
it.
you've definitely got
absolutely.
the
So-
experience of that right now.
Yeah, that's
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
You didn't. You went to school, to my understanding, briefly. Is that what I heard?
Like
Sam talk?
college.
Well,
No,
something
no.
about your certificate.
Oh, so
Oh
yes.
yeah, I mean, I did briefly experiment around with getting a
Yeah.
certificate.
So
Yeah.
you took that direction,
Yes.
and then you got into a company doing something you love, and
Yeah.
I think that's good advice. I think that's something I should have mentioned as kind of just like advice for the listeners and stuff like that, which we
Yeah.
can end on a little more. But
That's why I wanted to go first, by the way.
Yeah.
But
That's fair.
that was a really good point.
Thanks.
I think that's Sam. Because me and you easily we already have. We could go into a back
Oh,
and
we
forth.
could.
yeah.
So I'll keep this short and simple. Do drugs, drink alcohol.
Okay.
Okay, I'm kidding.
That's a joke.
I'm
Yeah,
yeah.
you
It's,
too.
No,
I'm
that's
joking.
not a joke.
No. I'm totally serious. No. So, yeah, no. I 100% agree with Leighton. I mean, especially if you don't know what you want to do, college, even not even necessarily a 4-year college, even
Yeah.
just doing your associate's
like a
degree,
community college.
a
even.
community college, like that in itself would be very beneficial because you're getting yourself started. But just doing something.
Yeah.
Not just sitting at home
Picking a
or
direction.
playing video games, working at McDonald's for the next 2 years of your life before you realize, oh crap, I have to actually figure something out. Like, just do something.
Yeah.
Alex, you have anything?
Pretty much exactly the same, honestly.
fair.
I guess sort of what I said can be applied for
Yeah,
higher age
Right.
range as well.
I think
it works.
Sorry, I didn't know if you.
No, go on. This is how conversation works.
yeah.
It's okay to kind of talk over each
Oh.
other a bit. There's no order to it.
Not when you do it all the freaking time.
Yeah,
I
And
knew
it
you were gonna
doesn't
say
get-
something.
Not
I knew
when
you were
Leighton
gonna bring it
doesn't
up.
get any
I
words
knew
out.
you were. Oh yeah, and then Leighton, you
Hey,
That's
freaking
where I
I am
started.
here to protect
God.
my sugar daddy.
Yes.
I almost said something that would have gotten me canceled in this day and age, and I can't say it. Defending Leighton like that makes me. Okay.
I'm a
Anyways,
simp. What
I
can
think the best way to kind of like, the best way to kind of grow up, avoid wasting your youth like that is similar to what you guys said. But I think outside of the career options, and I guess maybe it's just the way like with where I am right now, it's finding what you love. Do what you
Passion.
Yeah, find the passion, because once you find your passion, it's common to find what you want to do, where you want to go, all that stuff. Right now, I'm heavily considering photography, but I'm still doing HVAC
And
because
refrigeration.
Why do you
I'm-
think I'm doing communications?
yeah,
It's literally talk.
Leighton-
That's my
yeah,
only skill.
Leighton's working in tech, which you love doing.
Speaking
Sam's-
is the only
yeah.
thing I know how to do.
Trust me, we've known this episode.
I just spoke into my water bottle instead of my mic.
Oh my god,
Bro,
Alex clearly is not good at that.
Alex is clearly not good at speaking.
I'm actually a good public speaker.
Yeah,
but
I guess
Well,
you're not
to
too
your
for
water bottle?
I let us
podcasting.
scout you
while
for a
you're in the
while.
shower,
Yeah.
when I'm
Singing
in the shower.
Speaking to your
I see.
shampoo bottles on the wall.
He's
Well,
singing.
thanks for coming,
Oh,
guys.
thank you. All of them just
Oh.
like clattering on the floor.
He's just singing in there.
Yeah. He brings
I
them,
used
he
to.
brings the mics in the.
Yeah.
you
the
used
shower
to.
with him.
What songs? What did you used to sing?
Let
Let
it
it
go.
go.
Imagine Dragons.
100%.
I
used
used
to
to
listen
sing
to Imagine
Minecraft
Dragons.
parodies.
You
I used to-
Minecraft
oh, yeah.
parodies in the shower.
That's good.
But
What a vibe.
I think that's a big way of like a big thing to keep in mind as you grow up is that yes, go a direction, I agree because that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing HVAC, but I've also got photography classes on my schedule, and it's doing a direction, but also following my passion.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I mean,
100%.
I would also be like a really good example of that, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm going for a communications major. I'm going for a marketing minor. I'm following that path. However, at the same time, I am also experimenting in the film
Yeah.
industry. I'm also trying my hand, seeing what I like, what I don't like.
Yeah.
So I'm pursuing a route, but I'm also seeing what other opportunities lie ahead of me.
Yeah.
Kind
and
of
I-
funny.
What?
Sorry, I was gonna just say
No, go
because
ahead.
you were talking about like going to college for something you actually like trying something like that.
Yeah.
Because my degree isn't specific to what I'm doing. Like I don't even need a degree
Right.
to fly airliners.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I got more pepper stuff in me in my mouth.
It stays there forever.
Still
It does.
recovering.
But
It's Satan's toe for a reason, dude. You
but
just want to keep on sucking.
Oh my, I hate you.
Wow.
Go on,
Jack.
Alex.
it's kind of funny. This next semester, spring semester, I'm taking two classes that are entirely unrelated to anything I might be doing.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
a class on construction materials testing, and then one on Linux, like the operating system.
I can help.
I'm
with
super
that.
excited
So-
for him. Well, I mean,
I can help.
And
you,
that's
you don't know anything about Linux.
Yeah, I do.
How much?
Well, I mean, not enough to teach a class, but enough to
About
probably
as well
help
as I know
you.
your
Oh,
mom.
maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Soon I'll know
yeah.
more
That's
than
like-
you. I'll be good at tech too.
Yeah, maybe.
Ha!
I
Layton
think,
can do internet. I can kind of do Linux too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have some experience in
Yeah.
You've
Linux.
got your
He's done a
Raspberry.
couple
You've
things.
got your Raspberry Pi Pico that you can do too.
That doesn't do
Cir-
Linux.
Well,
That's
it's
not
circuit-
Linux,
Yeah, I know,
but-
but you've got circuit
Yeah,
stuff like
I guess.
circuiting and everything like
I'm
that.
good at physical electronic
Yeah.
circuits and stuff.
So, are you? You're finished with your thought, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
all.
want to interrupt.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
just kind of funny.
Good, good. I'm
Shut
glad you
up,
kept
Sam.
me.
I'm going to interrupt you all the time. This is the only episode you're going to
Wow.
be on after this. You're done.
We're kicking Sam
Hey,
off.
hey, no, I
You
think
can't
Layton.
kick him off.
Yeah, exactly. Layton's gonna
There's
defend
a
me.
vote.
Okay, I'll just kick you off the Discord or something.
Oh wow.
What?
I mean,
Jake's
It's
the
our
owner, it
Discord.
sucks.
It's all
What,
for
what do you mean it sucks? I'm sorry.
You
Anyways.
kicked me out once.
Oh wait.
Go-
yeah, I did.
you know what? I'm going to defend Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
really should let you talk. I'm sorry, Layton.
Thank
See,
you.
we're all figuring out it out
Aw.
Shut
together.
up.
It
Just
all
go.
comes together.
Okay, but I think that's a big part of the growing up thing is do what you love, and that's the thing that I guess I kind of want to just say real quick is do what you love. You can't
And love what you do.
you can't pursue stuff like parties and drugs and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Parties
exactly.
I
can't.
got a major in alcohol, and
Yeah.
But
Well,
what? if-
maybe-
but what if
maybe if
what
you
I
wanna
wanna
get into
do for a
brewing.
living is-
Maybe.
is
Brewery,
what-
oh,
drug
that-
dealing. Come on now.
Shut up.
I think
Okay.
cool
I'm
job.
just, I'm asking a solid question for all
I'm
our
gonna
drug
go
dealers
in
out there.
and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna edit you out of the scene and I'm gonna delete your track and it's just gonna be us talking. But
That's fair. I would do that too.
but
Anyway, continue, please.
yes. So I think that's something that is another like I guess going into advice. Stay away from that stuff. You know, like
It just
Don't-
wastes time.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
and all it's gonna do is take you away from the things that you should be doing, the things that you probably want to be doing.
having fun doesn't mean wasting time.
Yeah. If you find the thing that you love, then it's not a waste of time to be doing it. And
No. I
charging up over there.
I have a question. I have a question. This is to play devil's advocate, but you say if you find the thing that you love, then do that
Yeah.
instead. What if what you
Don't you
love
say
don't doing is drugs? or
Stop.
alcohol?
Come
If you-
on, bro.
No.
I'm muting you.
I am no. Okay, this is me partially joking, but genuinely, because they're like, don't do that. It's a waste of time. Just find what you want to do.
Here's-
Find what you love. So now I am curious.
Here's
Say
the
that
thing.
someone says that is what they love. What's your response?
Well,
Here,
I
I got a
said-
good. I got a good response
on,
for this.
what?
Okay.
There's a time and place.
There's no time and place for drugs. Don't
Well,
do drugs.
Well,
okay.
Let me. I can.
Alcohol.
Hold on a
Let's-
second.
That's a good point
Being
that you make
alcoholic?
I-
to a
it-
degree.
It's like I said,
Yeah,
devil's advocate.
A lot of people, I will say, a lot of people in our age will probably say something like that, and that's.
Exactly.
I think that's a good idea, and I don't have.
I
I'm
said-
cooking
So-
one up
'cause
right
wait,
now.
Here's the
wait,
reason
I
no.
said having fun doesn't mean wasting time, but that doesn't mean all fun isn't wasting time.
No.
Some fun
So
is.
so here's
That
the
is.
reason I asked this. The reason I asked this is because especially with like our generation, you can't just
Yeah.
say actually that's not true. Here's the facts because
Yeah.
a lot of people our age just
Ignore
it.
completely disregard the
My
facts.
truth.
So
Yeah, exactly.
we're having this conversation. There's gonna be people
Yeah.
listening about our age who might have that opinion and that view, and they're not just gonna be like, "Oh, they're saying this, but that's not what I believe," because I truly enjoy this, and so
Yeah.
that's why I asked the question.
I will say, and I think is building off of Leighton's a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Leighton said, there's a time and a place, but I think if specifically someone our age, don't just wait till you're older.
Yeah.
What is the rush
that I can agree with.
to
yeah.
chase something?
Drinking
that's
That's
beer
what I-
now is
that's
not
what
gonna
I
change your
meant.
life.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like alcohol. I mean,
That's
the
what I
legal age is
meant
21,
by-
like
Yeah,
That's
is
what I
that
meant by
that's
it.
no
that
point in
the kind of
rushing.
thing of like, if that's what you love doing, then clearly you haven't tried anything else. Clearly you have given up on the other options that you have because things that are the reason I say that is because alcohol, drugs of any kind, weed, whatever, that stuff changes your perception.
It's not something you actually love.
It makes things more fun. It takes your mind off of certain things,
It's
and
just a
that is the
distraction.
problem. Is it's a
Yeah.
distraction. it doesn't matter if that's what you love doing, because if you love doing that, then clearly you haven't found something that actually brings you joy.
Yeah.
And it,
I like that.
yeah,
And when I say a time and a place, I
That's-
guess that's what I
yeah,
was meaning.
it's
is-
more artificial joy. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. That's what I think. That's what it is. It's
Fair
drugs and
enough. No,
alcohol and stuff like that.
That's a pretty good response. Like I said,
It's-
that was just a question that
yeah,
I figured I'd
it gives
ask.
you
'cause-
it gives you a fake happy.
Yeah.
Because that's it.
Almost a high.
It amplifies the small stuff. Oh my gosh,
No.
Alex! It amplifies.
hey, they're just
amplifies.
figuring it out too.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, true.
But
They
yeah,
are.
I think that's the thing. Is it makes the small stuff seem so much bigger,
Absolutely.
so that you can enjoy that small stuff. When in reality, you should go find the stuff that isn't
Take a
small.
hike.
Go find the big stuff, so that you don't have to rely on things that are going to screw up your head, that are going to throw off this development process that you're in, so that you can just enjoy things that aren't actually all that fun. And it's the same. It's the same thing with like friendships and stuff like that. Don't be friends with people that are going to encourage you to do stuff like that.
Well, bye,
Don't-
Jake.
What?
Bye, Jake.
I have been the worst influence on you guys,
Yeah.
but not in that case.
That's fair.
Not in that case.
I like it. I'll accept this response.
Yeah.
I'll accept your response.
Okay.
It
I
You've
won't
been
push further.
accepted.
I won't
building
push further.
building on it again. When I said time and place, I meant when
Yeah.
you're older, when you're legal age to drink. And I'm not saying that I think alcohol is bad. You should never drink alcohol
Yeah.
because it's only a waste of time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying our age does it. You can't tell me our
Yeah.
age does it moderately.
I
It's
know.
always
And that's the thing.
overdoing
Things
it.
can be all right in moderation.
That's what I'm saying.
my
I can
gosh,
I
dude.
can 100% attest to that because
video
I have
games,
done
too.
things in moderation. Don't do it now.
Yeah.
I'll straight up say it. I've done the weed thing before, and I did it in moderation, and I stopped because it wasn't worth it. It wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't something I enjoyed. It was something that was like, you
The
know,
weed
Dude,
thing.
it was a
I have
fake
a
happy.
classmate. I swear, about 70% of the classes, he'll show up and be like, "Dude, I'm wasted."
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like
I
what?
smoked
Yeah,
so much
man.
weed last night.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
I'm
another
hungover.
thing.
I will-
Do you think that that's cool?
So
it puts you
many-
to
Yeah.
sleep. I will say that.
It's so
Never
many,
have I
so many
napped so
times
good in my
he's come.
life.
He sat down next to me and be like, "Dude, I am out of it."
Well, that's the thing, and that's the way I say that. It's moderation.
Yeah.
But nobody, like
If
you
you're
said,
like that, it's not
It's-
moderation.
well, not like
Our
that.
age
Yeah.
just
But
doesn't
like-
moderate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody moderates it
Don't
at
understand.
at our age, and that's the problem. Is then it gets into the realm where it's dangerous.
Better
It
to
throws
stay
off your
away.
health, and
You negate responsibilities. You don't go pursue stuff you want to do,
Yeah,
and so it
you
wastes
don't-
time.
yeah, it's I mean, that's why it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
And I think I was gonna say something, I forgot. Dang it.
Oh.
Man, I
I'll chime in and then maybe you think about it. Because, okay, for me, when our age is out partying, drinking, whatever, right? I have, and this is getting like way down the line, all right?
Yeah.
But I have a 401k. I have a pension plan with the company
Yeah.
that I'm with.
Sugar daddy.
So,
oh yeah.
but okay, think of this for just a second, right? What age do you usually graduate college? Like 21-ish,
About-
yeah.
somewhere
21,
around
22,
there.
I guess.
By the
22's pretty
By the
common.
time I'm 23, I'll be
21.
fully vested with the down, which means I get money for life.
You just
We're
need your
gonna
company.
have to
However,
cut out that.
So-
just a fun little
Ah,
fact though.
He tries
Dude,
not
I
to share
said-
his name.
I said the name anyway.
It's fine.
Fun
with
little
the co-
fact though,
yeah.
when it comes to like graduating in college, like that age is slowly getting like pushed back because especially nowadays it is so much more common for people around our age. I mean, yeah, exactly, Jake.
Do exactly what
do,
I do.
to do what you do,
Yep.
to take gap years,
Yeah.
multiple even, and like.
So it's
we're
even-
looking at like
yeah.
23, 24, 25
Yeah.
is becoming a very common age for like to finally be graduating with just your
Yeah.
bachelor's, not even your master's.
So, literally, if by the time I'm 23 with the company that I work for, I will be fully vested to get a paycheck for the rest of my life, even if I didn't work. It wouldn't be enough to live on,
Yeah.
but it would be something.
And I think, oh my gosh, sorry. That's the thing with stuff like, and I say this, like talking about career stuff, especially with stuff like weed. Big companies, they care about who works for them.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna drug test you, and that's the problem. You spend all of your college experience smoking, it's gonna be in your system. It doesn't matter how long you stop for. It doesn't matter if it's a month or two in advance before you're, like, you know.
Besides the fact that it's just in your system, which will make a company like, no, I give the
Well,
reason
that's the
they
thing.
drug test
it
is
leaves your
because
system eventually. That's
Well-
what I was saying. But like, for a certain period of time, depending on your body type and everything like that, it's not gonna leave.
that's just one reason that companies wouldn't
Yeah.
want you there because you have it in your system possibly.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's kind of a show of your personality too.
I'd
You
say
show up
Kind of
to-
what we've been
your
talking
personality.
about.
What I was gonna say, another thing that companies are like looking at is like your social media accounts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what you post.
Yep.
Even
Parties
your podcasts
and stuff like that. It's not gonna look good. Yeah.
If
True.
you go, true, yeah. If you
It's-
go,
If whatever you say is like, it will reflect on you. So
Yeah.
you always got to be careful there too.
yeah, I mean, I'm not speaking from firsthand experience, obviously, but I
Yes.
can attest. If I showed up high to work or even
Oh.
hung over to work, I'm getting fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no question.
I don't
about
even
it.
have like a career level job at Discount, but if I did that, I'd be
You'd
fired.
still be fired.
I'd be
Any
on,
of us would
on
be,
the
I think.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the first job I got actually drug tested to work for.
Yep.
Oh wow.
But dang it, I had it again. Oh, I was gonna say, especially in college, with everybody acting like idiots, especially when you're in your formative years right now, and especially like some people could say the argument, but in Canada it's 19. You know, like the legal age is 19.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
Well,
We're in-
Canada's lame.
I was about to say we're in America.
Different
it's a lot.
cultures have different
It's
personalities.
it's a lot more volatile here.
People
Oh, yeah.
there can
A l-
moderate
yes.
at that age sometimes.
And a lot of people in Canada are a lot nicer. A lot, they can handle their emotions a lot better. They are of better
they
mental
mature faster.
yes, they're of better mental state. That's the thing with America right now. Sure, we may some of us, you know, like most of us are legal age. We're all 19. I'm being dumb.
I'm 20.
Yeah,
I'm underage. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we're we're all capable of drinking if we go to Canada. But the problem is we've grown up
Oh,
in
yeah.
America. We have the American mindset. We are still developing because we develop slower than people in different countries, and so alcohol
Or not
still
developed,
affects.
but mature slower,
Yes,
I guess.
And so
It's a different
when you go to
mature rate.
when you go to
Yeah.
college and
Or
you go to
type. It's 'cause
we're
parties and you're
stupid.
surrounded by stupid people doing stupid things and you join, it only is going to teach you that that's
to be
what you,
stupider.
that's what it is. You be stupid. That's the thing. And then it's a whole problem. And nobody then you don't, you know, it goes downhill. You don't focus on things. You know, you're more focused on going to parties, having fun, I should say, more than you are focusing on the life ahead of you, and you're more focused on living fast, living in the moment. And all that is a moment. It's not the rest of your life that you have to think about. If you
Exactly.
do something you love, then you've got that moment lasts forever. And as long as you have that job that you love, as long as you have the friends that you have that are fun to hang out with, that are fun to do things with, you know, you live in the moment. It's just going to be a
figure
moment.
it out.
It's just going to be a moment.
Congrats, Sam.
Thank
that's-
you. Thank you.
That's the thing with this. I think our people our age is they're so focused on not wasting their youth that they live in the moment. And when they live in the moment, they waste their youth.
Another thing, I guess,
To a degree, Sam. Don't make that face.
He's thinking.
for me personally, I think alcohol or drugs would have been like my absolute downfall. And the reason for that is because I was already super anxious as a kid and
Yeah.
stuff, and some still am in certain
Yeah.
ways, but being in a career level job and going to people's houses and not having anybody there and just all the things I've experienced with,
Mhm.
you know,
Independence, I guess. Yeah.
independence. I
Yeah.
have grown so much.
Oh yeah.
Huge amount.
And-
Huge amount.
I think that's a really important thing to focus on as well, is that kind of stuff stops your growth.
Yeah.
It halts it right there.
It's a going back to what you're
Yes.
saying. They're running from
Yeah.
it's taught me to be
Yeah.
comfortable in the uncomfortable.
People that
and they're
live
just
the
running
people
from
that
it.
try to live fast by doing stupid things like alcohol, but like drugs,
It freezes you in time.
that's
Kinda.
those things are going to do is help you live fast and help you run fast.
Yep.
Run from your problems, run from your reality, that kind of stuff.
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
What did you? What was it that you had said about living in the moment?
It was when
Like,
you
'cause it was about like
it was like when you I forgot.
because I can't remember exactly, but it was something like it was something negative towards it. I think it was you're saying like when you live in
Well,
the moment.
I mean, in the context I was talking.
Yeah,
about.
I know, but at the same time, and obviously it's somewhat out of context. However, what I will say, when you live in the future,
You can't live in the future, but you can't like
when you're living.
Depends on the context. I see what
exactly.
you're. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you live in the future, that's what brings upon anxiety
Yeah.
and panic.
That's when you
When
need
you
to reel
live
it
in the
back
past, that's what brings upon depression.
Yeah, that's why you
And all
don't live
that.
in the moment. You live in the present,
I totally didn't follow that.
Okay,
I
there you
s-
go. That I see. I like.
and
I
that's
see what
why
you
that's
mean.
why I said live in the moment.
Because you can
as a
plan for the
negative thing.
future.
Yeah.
You can think about the past.
And that's all
can't
part.
live in it.
That's all part of your present. That's all part of
There
the.
you go.
That's why
Okay,
that's
that
why I
makes
said
more
live in
sense.
the
Considering
moment.
different-
in
That's
the
why I
negatives.
wanted to touch on that because I'm
Yeah.
like, hold on a second.
Because
I like that.
living
Okay.
living in the present is a little bit of the future, a little bit of the past, and all of right now. You know, like that's
Should
the
we
reality.
explain how, like, because I'm imagining my mom hearing this and going, "What do you mean? What's the difference between the present and the moment?" Can
Well, that's
you,
what I
like-
was about to
well,
say.
the present
okay.
is what
The-
you get
the
under
moment-
the Christmas tree.
The
Like-
moment, the moment is right now. The moment is I'm talking to you three. The moment is
This is all
I'm-
that matters.
yes.
Oh yeah, because you
the
said the
moment
present
is
is a mixture.
the
of all
moment is
three.
your current situation.
Mm.
The present is a little bit of yesterday,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
of tomorrow, all of today. Your present is, you know, I'm talking to
Good
you
description.
guys. I've had fun with you guys doing this podcast. When I go home, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna, a little bit of what I'm gonna do tomorrow. The present is a kind of, I think, it's just today. It's not the moment of, this exact
Yeah.
situation that we're in.
Maybe a better way to put it is not constantly thinking about the past, also not constantly thinking about
Well, that's
the
why I
future.
said a little
Yeah.
bit of both.
It's a
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
but
I-
I'm just
that's what I
saying.
meant by that.
Yeah, different words, I guess.
Yeah, because like you
That's-
have to have a little bit of everything. You
Yeah,
can't know where you're
moderation.
going without knowing where
Yeah.
you've been. You can't live where you are right now without knowing where you want to be.
Yeah.
But you can't only be where you are now.
And that's the thing. When you live in the moment, you live fast, you're running from your things, and then the problem is you're so focused on living in the moment, you don't see what's ahead of you. And then
Crash and burn.
you're stuck in that moment. You're stuck running because you slow down, your past is going to catch up with you. You keep
Oh, no,
running,
I'm scared.
you're not going to know what's going to hit you next. And that is the issue that people I think that's why people continue to do stuff, is they are so focused on running, and running is good to them because running keeps you away from the sad, from the bad, from all the things that you need to sort out. And that's the
If you
problem.
The
keep moving,
uncomfortable.
you don't
Yes.
have to
Hey,
think.
hey,
The uncomfortable.
After enough running, they might actually beat Usain Bolt. I'm
They
just
keep
saying.
running, they're going to trip, they're going to fall, it's going to catch up with them, they're going to get back up and start running again.
But they might beat Usain Bolt. So
Or they'll
Who
trip
knows?
and fall and never get back
or
up.
wow, that's dark.
That's what I said.
that way.
I mean, no, kinda.
Crashed and burned. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
kinda
and
that
that's-
way,
That's the
but-
thing. I
Yeah.
think to kind of like round this off, you gotta face those problems. The
Yeah.
things that you're running from, the things that are gonna hurt you, you gotta push through them. I was thinking about this the other day. Think of it like this: there's a thorn bush right in front of you. You can either run the other direction, or you can go through the thorn bush. If you go through the thorn bush, it's going to stay right there. You're going to keep moving through the thorn bush, and
It's
you're going
gonna
to
suck,
you're
but
gonna-
you're gonna get
yeah.
through it.
But if you run the other direction, that thorn bush is going to chase you. It's still and when you come back that direction, it's still going to be right there. And that's the problem. You got to push
Now-
through the thorns. It's going to hurt like hell when you do it, and it's going to suck. But once you get through it, you're home free.
You'll come out with some scars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're going to come out with
True.
scars, but you're going to be in
Stories
you're
to
gonna-
tell.
You're going to be past it. If you
Yeah.
keep running that other direction, all it's going to be is right back to that thorn bush.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with people our age, is they're so focused on getting.
And it's not just
there's
our
a-
age, to be clear. I mean, there's people that get in that
Yeah,
pattern for life.
there's people all over the world and of all ages that do that. They are so focused of avoiding the thorn bush, trying to go around it, trying to get away from it. And they don't focus on maybe the fact that it's clearer on the other side, you know? And so I think that's the ultimate advice that we could kind of give someone our generation is
Stab
Keep
yourself.
moving forward.
don't run from things.
And don't get distracted with those kind of people, I
Yeah.
guess.
Move through stuff. Find the people that are going to help you move through that stuff. And then find what you love. Find what you want to do. Find a direction. Doesn't have to be the direction you want to do right away. Just find a direction. Travel that direction and do little branch offs,
our parents are smart. They didn't tell us that stuff for no reason.
Yeah.
So like,
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
You come to it now, and it's
Always
like,
trust the ice cream truck.
okay.
but I think that especially right now, at least for me, I've thought about it before, and I'm like, dang, my parents made a lot of sense. Like when I was younger, like don't do that stupid thing.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
I'm
Yeah, they were
and,
right.
then, and
Wow,
I'm
how
like,
about
wow, who would have thought? I'm
Man.
a lot happier now that I haven't done that stupid thing. Or
Yeah.
even when it comes to like the weed thing.
Yeah.
It was sure. I mean, it was fun. It's a drug. Of course, it's fun. But then
Great thing to tell everyone.
then I
Oh,
finish it,
it's
and right
fun.
now I have never been happier with my life, and I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I have actually
Kind of
moved
shocked,
through-
actually.
I have moved through my stuff. I've moved through that thorn bush, and now I'm home
See,
free.
I'm only slightly shocked that you're saying now you've never been happier because I'm here right now and you really.
Oh, Sam, I'm so happy that you're
Wait,
here. Is that what you wanted to
actually,
hear?
absolutely.
thing-
That's what I wanted to hear.
I thought of this because you were saying, you've never been happier and stuff. But we've only been really talking about how finding something to do kind of is
Yeah.
what brings you to that. But it's about finding like connections as well.
Yeah.
People like our friend group here. It's
Yeah.
not many. It's
And
only
that's
4
the-
of us.
That's the
but
thing. Other people are
it's
gonna.
support.
Yeah, people are gonna hold you up. The friends that you
Yeah.
have are the
I guess we
friends
did
that
kind
are.
of bring that up.
They're gonna keep you in that mentality that you have, or they're gonna push you out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that truly care about you and people that want to see you grow are gonna push you away from the things that maybe you want to do. In the regard of running, they're gonna tell you to stop. They're gonna tell you to turn around, and they're gonna tell you to face your problems.
Whips
Those are
back
the
into
people that
shape.
truly care about you and truly want to see you grow.
Mhm.
Yep.
Are the people that are gonna push the uncomfortable conversations, are gonna push the hard topics, but are gonna be there when you're going through that, and then are gonna be the people that are gonna stick with you after you're through that,
Foundational
and
friends.
saying, and say to you, hey, glad you got through that. Let's go do something. Let's go have fun. Let's get past that.
This is probably 95% of my whole entire
Yeah.
friend group. And some people may say that's sad that it's 3 other
This is
people.
100%
But-
my friend group.
Yeah,
But-
pretty much.
It's not that sad because we've been friends for so long, and
10
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I
it's
shouldn't
a-
be talking about this.
what?
Sam's got all sorts of friends over there.
Sam's the extrovert of the
Well,
group.
okay, you're a little different. I get that.
Whoa,
but,
whoa.
He's a little special over there. But
I say because so look, I agree with everything y'all are saying. Like you need those people who are gonna be there and who are gonna push you to be better,
yeah, like
and you need those people. But it's also okay to make other friends.
Oh,
who-
yeah,
no,
totally.
By
I
all
said- no, no,
means.
I'm not. Which isn't a disagreement with you. I'm just saying. All that to say that doesn't mean push away other people. That
Yeah.
just means that you need people to hold you down so that you can go out and make other friends that maybe
Yeah.
have disagreeing points of view with you that
Yeah.
maybe will do those parties and will
Yeah.
do that.
College
It's
is a
o-
place for that.
Dude, I know a lot of people who do that. I'm friends with them.
Yeah.
I love them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll have good talks with them. It's how I learn. It's how I
Yeah.
get information. It's how I make connections. So that's always good. But yeah, you need those people who will hold you down
gonna-
with your beliefs. And
Yeah.
your
I
They're
points.
gonna
guess
root you in
what we
where you
should
need to
have-
be.
Exactly.
what we should have asked is, Sam, who are your best friends? Is not.
Oh.
not like,
This is a make or break. This is
Yeah.
a make or break question, Sam.
It's
Who
not us, you're
are
out.
my best friends.
The
or
door
your
is
co-
right
or-
there.
Or you know
Be
what?
aware of that.
Or you know what? Who's your core group? Maybe not your favorite. Who's your
Core
core
No,
group.
who's favorite?
Core group. Morgan. No,
Okay.
Boom.
sorry, Morgan.
Doesn't count.
Sorry, Morgan.
Doesn't
Girlfriends
count.
don't count.
That doesn't
Girlfriends
count.
don't
That's
count.
a given, all right?
Yeah.
That's separate, I
It's
think.
it's
That's
y'all.
separate.
It's like
It's-
family. A whole nother section.
It's definitely y'all. I've known Leighton. I've known you 13 years.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Alex, I think a little bit longer than that.
Yeah,
like another
just a
year.
little bit.
I think like
Year or
a,
two.
a
14
year or
probably.
two after
Yeah.
that, before that. And then Jake somewhere in that area too. I think
Ah,
a little
a
bit.
little bit
I think a
less.
little bit less.
Little
like
less,
more
but
like
I think
not
we
much.
really
11,
started
10,
talking like
11.
middle school.
Yeah, but I've
That was a
I've
big
known you
time
longer
for
though.
us.
I've
That
known-
was
I've
that was
known you
really
the-
when we started kind of clicking
It
together.
was it was like middle
Which-
school, but I've known you longer.
Yeah,
'cause
which
we
was a
went to the
really
same
good
church.
time for us. Especially, I will say it was a really good time for me because having you guys around at that time of my life, I was terrible.
That
in
was a
middle
really good time for me too. I mean, because
All
at
of
that
us.
point in time when I had always hung out with Alex. Alex and I
Yeah.
hung out for a
We've been
long time.
buddies.
Yeah, and I hung out with Leighton for a long time. I met Leighton through Alex, but when I really started hanging out with you two at what is happening?
I'm trying to be discreet about it. I'm just gonna ask: Is the phone still recording?
It should be.
Our monitoring hasn't been
It
working
hasn't
since the
been.
first like 20 minutes.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's still
so,
going.
Okay.
Okay.
so, what was this? Oh, at that time when I started hanging out with Alex and Jake more, I had just like stopped hanging out with another group
A
of friends.
big click of.
Huge clique,
Yeah.
dude. There was a lot of us, but like I wasn't treated the best. I
Mhm.
was bullied a little bit. I'll be honest. Which I mean, when you look at this dynamic, I definitely
Maybe not
get
bullied,
bullied a
but
little.
teased.
No,
What are
it's-
you
you
talking
think it was
about?
bullied?
It was
a
probably bad.
borderline because of how consistent it was.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Look,
This friend
I
group's
can
a little-
relate. I mean,
This is a little rough, but this is all in love. This is I put it on the record. I don't hate Sam.
Oh,
Jake's
Here
the
it
bully.
is.
Jake's the bully.
Here it is.
when I'm here in person and he sees my pretty face, he just
he gets a
I
little
fall in
flustered.
love.
Gets a
yeah.
little flustered.
He
I
does it
didn't-
out
Yeah,
of
I
love.
understand what you're saying.
So
though.
yeah, no, like it's like borderline because like
Okay.
when it comes to bullying, it's like it's a consistent thing. And
I was going more off a level.
We're
of the teasing, I guess, but
we're
okay.
slowly going further into like how we met and everything. Cliff notes.
Yeah, okay. Cliff,
Like
I was about to wrap it up.
yeah,
was just talking
I
about-
apologize.
I was
We're
I
out of
felt
an
like we
hour.
were about to start
no,
moving
no, no.
into
I wasn't
a
gonna
further.
go. I was just gonna talk about like that was bad and whatnot. But I was
Actually,
just
we're at
saying
about an
how,
hour
like-
20. So
Yeah, that's fine. It can be a longer episode. It's a more
Yeah,
serious
sure,
topic.
wait, what are we at?
hour
Hour
20.
20, it's
It's
fine.
fine.
We can split into two.
Continue.
So yeah, like I teased, bullied, whatever you want to say. And then I was finally, I was just done with it after a specific moment, and I'm like, I did not appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm done. And then that's when I started hanging out with y'all, and we would box sled down.
That was
That
so
was
much fun.
great.
So what? So for
Cardboard
clarification,
boxes down to Grass Hill.
It's a big
yeah,
grass
we
hill at
would
church.
go dumpster diving for cardboard boxes
boxes.
We love
Sunday
that
morning
dumpster.
at church, and then we'd ride the cardboard boxes down a
Grassy
Sometimes
hill.
like
Down a grassy
sleds,
hill.
sometimes like snowboards. Sometimes we wouldn't even tear the
'Cause we
box
don't
apart.
actually
We'd
have
just
snow.
lay in the box
Yeah.
and slide down.
Yeah,
It was so much fun.
It was so dumb, but it
My
was
first
fun.
ever Insta story.
Yeah.
Wait, that was your first ever Insta
Ever.
story?
Wow.
That's
Box
so
sledding.
funny. That's
But
very
yeah,
fitting.
Where were you going with the whole like knowing each other for a long time? Because we were talking about
core
just
friend
core
group, just a core
Oh, yeah.
I
friend
think I
group.
was just answering the question,
Yeah.
and I don't remember what the point was.
We were
but
kinda
I was
going-
just
Point
trying
is,
I was just trying to
we've
make.
all known
I-
each other for a
Yeah.
really long time,
to-
Yeah.
and we're all really good friends.
Oh, you know, you
and
were
that's-
saying that it was a really good time for you, and I'm like, oh, it was a really
Yeah.
good time for me because of
Yeah.
the whole situation.
I was just trying, I guess, to make the point that some people are okay. Like I'm okay with only having this amount of
Oh, yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
close to it. And then Sam, on the other hand, he has us as his core group, so
Then he's got
everybody
20
needs.
others.
Yeah,
20
everybody
doesn't even
needs-
get close, buddy. Like I
Yeah,
know
but
way
everybody
too
needs
many
that
people.
Half the
core
people
group.
in the Discord
but
server
you
are
have
your
other
friends.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
half the people
I
in the
think that's
Discord.
that's a big issue with people in our generation and like our age and stuff is that they feel like they have to have a ton of friends. They
This
have
goes
to.
back to
Oh,
the
They have to know
foundational
a
friend
ton of
group.
You don't
people.
have
Yeah,
to.
and that's the
And
thing
you
is
don't have to.
people end up finding themselves finding that core friendship in like, the group that they shouldn't, in the group
Yes.
that is full of other people of like-mindedness, of running from things, of let's go get drunk, let's go do this, let's go party, let's go distract ourselves. They're so focused in finding the friends that they fit themselves into a friend group that doesn't fit them and who they are, and just fits the idea that of let's get away from our problems. And so
And they may end up
It's a-
leaving people who would have been really good
yeah,
core friends
and all
behind.
all they're gonna do is strengthen the bad habits by, community, because community is a powerful thing.
Oh, it's everything. I
and
think.
I-
I mean,
I wouldn't have gotten through like the breakup a few months ago if it weren't for you guys. I wouldn't.
You're welcome.
I'm just that good.
All of you just. Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're
Thanks.
welcome,
I hate all of you. But actually, you guys have been such a formative group for me, and honestly, you guys were the friends that pull me. Like I already said it, I was kind of the bad influence of the group, and
Yeah.
I'm probably a lot better off right now than I could have been if I wasn't y'all's friends, and I was friends with the people I was in high school. and in
I
middle
hated
school.
to say it, but I kind of felt that
Yeah.
that was the case.
No,
You
yeah,
know, we
I knew
pulled
some of
out
your
or
friends,
something.
too.
We were
is.
holding him down.
You guys have been my good influence, over.
And you've
been
been
our
our
bad
bad.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it balances out because I
It's
think
the yin and the yang.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and I think that's a really important thing is like from someone who has been in a stage where I've done stupid stuff in the realm of what we've talked about. I've never drank and I really have no intention to until I'm old enough. That's one thing that I have always
Not done.
but
Yeah.
like it's coming from someone who has come from something like that and has been in those situations before and been friends with people that have only enabled me to do stupid
Wind.
stuff.
That was
It's-
a motorcycle.
It's really
Sure.
important. It sounds like the wind, and it's been important and it's been huge to pull me out of that. And so coming from just it adds. I guess it adds credibility to have a prime example of why friendships are so important.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say one more thing on this. As someone who knows a lot of people, it is also so incredibly hard to keep up with all of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is the hardest thing about being so talkative and like easily making friends with people.
Yeah.
It's the fact that I don't have time to go get lunch with everyone. Much less I don't have the money to go
Yeah.
get lunch with everyone.
Yeah.
Unless they're willing to buy me food all the time. Like-
McDonald's rewards, man.
Yeah, exactly. So like that is the thing about having so many friendships. However, having so many friendships could also present very good things because graduation parties and making a lot of money. No,
Yeah.
that's not even what I just thought that was
For the
funny.
one time in your life.
For the one
Yeah.
time. Yeah. No, but like you just always know that there's out of 100 people, one's gonna pick up.
Yeah.
Start
And
with the
that is-
closest people.
yeah.
But if they're not there, one's gonna pick
And
up.
I
that's
can count on one of you three to pick up. All right.
well,
I-
it depends when you call me.
Well, you'll still
Jake's
pick
always
up.
I-
Jake is
depends.
always on the toilet. Alex
I'd pick
Never
up if my phone's
sees
always
his
on
phone.
got some
silent.
birds.
It's
and
always on
I-
silent.
Yeah, his is always on silent, so he never sees that I
I
call.
always pick up.
You do always pick up
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah,
Sam's
Sam's
always
pick up.
ready
Sam's
to
I always
talk.
pick up. I always pick up.
No, you don't always pick up.
No, I always pick. I don't,
No,
have
you
I
don't.
when have I not picked up?
I think there's been a couple
Just
times.
starts
I-
listing off dates.
No, let's go back because
It was
Let me get
exactly
my
11
phone.
July
p.m.
12th.
I almost always pick
you
up
do
unless I
almost always pick up, but I
okay,
think
if I have my
anyway.
phone on me, I pick up. If my phone is not
Yeah.
on me, then I obviously
Oh,
won't pick
yeah.
up. So that's
Yeah.
fair.
Anyway,
Who would have thought?
That's crazy. No, actually, my
Not
phone
Leighton,
my phone is
apparently.
actually like
What?
a mile away, and I'll pick up.
Oh yeah, Sam just sprints
Apple
across.
Watch. Apple Watch.
Leighton's calling. Leighton's calling.
But only for Leighton.
Yeah, I come crashing out of my bathroom door. Leighton's calling. Leighton. But yeah,
100%.
so I think this is a good point to kind of like tie things off. All in all, it's big to have good friendships. Doesn't mean you don't have to have a ton of friends, but have a core group that's going to support you in a healthy way. Live a healthy lifestyle. If you want to, right now, the best advice that I think we can all semi-agree on is that you got to find a direction in life. Doesn't have to be the final direction. It just has to be a direction. Find what you love. Find your find your passion. Find your friends that are going to support that, and then find a direction. Do you think those?
Yeah.
yeah,
And do this all in a healthy way. Avoid stuff like drugs. Stop running. Start moving through the pain, not away from it.
you can use
Do
your-
drugs, drink alcohol, get a girl pregnant.
Great
Yeah.
job.
Dude.
Great
Sorry,
job, Sam.
American dream.
Yeah,
Or at least that's what this is. It seems like now.
he's just
Kidding, I'm
speaking.
kidding.
But yeah, I think can we all agree on this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
No.
Sam.
Yes,
just
yes,
for a
yes,
second.
yes. For 1 second, yes.
Okay.
Back to no.
So
No.
anyway, I think that's a good place to end it. So thank you everybody for listening. Thank you
Thank
for
you very
sitting
much.
through a longer, more serious episode as we
I
kind
wanted
of.
to do the fun episode.
Don't worry, you will do a
Will.
fun
Yes.
episode.
Thank
But
you
thank
for
you-
joining us, Sam.
And thank
Yes.
you for the goodies, Morgan. Oh,
Yeah, seriously.
Thanks, Morgan.
But yeah,
The real stellar.
thanks
star of the
everybody
show.
for listening. Thanks for sitting through this long, kind of more serious episode. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled shenanigans next episode next week.
You mean bullying me?
Yeah, when we
Hey,
when we talk about something probably a little more lighthearted.
what?
Come
But
back next week then.
I'm
anyways,
busy.
anyways, you all have a great night.
Signing off.
We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.